Most brands obsess over the first purchase. Luxury brands obsess over the second, because that's where loyalty lives and where the flywheel begins. Look, great brands don't measure success by clicks or conversions. They measure by consistency of desire. Most marketing stop at the transaction. Traffic goes to transaction or conversion, and then the marketing is done. But here's where the magic actually lies, and building the relationship. This is where luxury and high-end brands are the best in the world. For high-end brands, real growth starts after the first purchase. So let's take a great example is buying a high-end watch brand in a boutique from the brand. You build up a relationship with that brand, and when you're on the list as a customer on their CRM system, everything gets logged. Every transaction, every message you send them, then you get offered different watches. That's how they increase lifetime value, they increase customer loyalty, and also you get perks within the brand. That's how you actually build scale and growth as a luxury brand. So here's how the luxury marketing flywheel actually works. First, we have attract. You have to spark the right kind of attention. You want premium attention. You want attention from the right type of people. We've talked about this multiple times on my channel. You don't want to mass market your product or brand. Not everyone is supposed to buy or aspire to buy your brand. Depending on which type of luxury or high-end brand you are, some might market mass market and be aspirational. Look at LVMH Group, they're doing phenomenal. Louis Vuitton and similar brands are of course good examples of this. In the attract part of the marketing funnel or flywheel, use Meta for storytelling, Google for high intent, and build brand based on emotion. Visual consistency and tone matter more than viral hooks. Look, we are not trying to dropship the simplest products through a TikTok shop and viral ads. We're looking to build premium brands with a devoted following. Second step is of course convert. So make the experience feel inevitable. We'll always talk about Hermes or different watch brands. Of course, Rolex is top of mind for everyone. The experience should be inevitable or feel inevitable. Everything should be seamless, from advertising and interacting with the brand throughout the entire purchasing process. Language and tone must match the visuals. And of course, this should also be consistent on every single touch point. If you see the best ad for a luxury premium product online, and then you visit their store or their location and the staff are rude and not up to the brand standard, my guess is you won't buy, or at least be more hesitant to buy. This is of course a bottleneck for high-end brands because they need good people at their physical location as well. In terms of the branding and marketing side of things, no distractions, no clutter. Every word should be intentional. We don't need to write the longest copy or kind of build up the product more than it should be, because the brand sells the product. The product shouldn't sell itself. And the conversion should feel like an alignment, not a persuasion. The difference between kind of mass market advertising and branding is we are in mass market trying to persuade people to buy, especially our product, versus every single other one. When it comes to high-end and premium brands, we want people to align with the brand and buy the product, and of course go back to building the relationship, but we want them to align with the brand and then purchase, not persuade them to purchase because of this superior product or lower price. Number 3 is elevate. Surprise, reward, and over-deliver. Post-purchase sequences is something you probably heard of if you're in the marketing space or run a business. Is what happens after the purchase. Of course, if it's online, the follow-up shall go through email and SMS if they are available. If the product is very high-end or the service is very high-end, we're looking to actually call them up and thank them for their purchase and walking them through the next steps. Our goal here is to deepen the emotion and relationship with the brand and feeling the premium price tag in action. Of course, we want VIP onboarding if they're new clients. A good example of this is handwritten notes. If your volume is too high or your service is local, you could offer handwritten notes specifically to that customer. And of course, if you send your product or people buy it in store with some type of packaging, please make the packaging exclusive and luxury feel. It makes so much difference. And of course, show the client or the customer that buying was just the beginning, because we want them to come back. And of course, looking at lifetime value in a premium price range, if you can get them to come back and buy again without retargeting them, running ads. If it just through the relationship they come back, that's the most profitable business you can run. Number 4 is advocate. Create reasons to talk and tools to share. Don't ask for the review, evoke one. Meaning that the service or product should be so good that people don't have a choice but to talk about it. They want to tell their friends, they want to tell the internet. Of course, if things go viral, that's a bonus, but it should be so good that people want to leave a review and talk to other people about it. Of course, shareable content, or again, these personalized touch points, people are more inclined to share them because they are personal. So for me, let's say I go buy a watch after this video and the boutique gives me the watch. We have a great relationship, and in the bag is a handwritten note from the store thanking me for the purchase and the relationship we have. And then again, maybe they have an event coming up and you invite your customer to that event. You're more inclined to share that with socials than just the receipt. No one wants to share the receipt from their purchase. Loyalty isn't bribe. You can't buy loyalty. It's earned through the identity and the feeling you have when you buy the product or service. You have to earn brand loyalty. So you have to build up that loyalty through these actions that we talked about. You need to make the client feel something, feel like there's a relationship. There's a reason to come back to you as a business, other than going to the store next door or picking another brand the next time I'm buying something. If this is done right, every stage feeds the next, and that's the power of this flywheel. This is where most brands fall short. Most brands chase new traffic instead of nurturing what they have. Of course, if you're a new brand, you need to get new traffic. You need to get new eyeballs, and you should always get new eyeballs. But most of the business that these brands or your service business as well might have is already in the CRM. They've already purchased, get them to buy again. Another thing is often one-dimensional strategies. So it's just media buying without messaging. It's just getting the purchase, getting the ROI on the Meta ads or on the Google ads, instead of building the brand and getting people actually interested in the brand, building that relationship for a long-term customer. And of course, the difference between mass marketing and luxury products is that they sell a product and luxury brands sell a feeling of becoming someone. There's a reason why we buy Rolexes. There's a reason why we buy yachts and Rolls Royces of the Ferrari or the Lamborghini. It's the feeling that we're becoming someone with that purchase. If your customer doesn't feel different after buying, they won't buy again. While we make these videos, I run a marketing agency working with high-end brand and luxury brands. At Deus Marketing, we don't just run ads, we architect experiences. Every layer of the funnel is designed to build a relationship with the client or customer. We like to say you don't need more traffic, you need a reason for people to stay. So if you're ready to stop playing short-term games and build something iconic, subscribe or reach out to me. My email is in the description, so is our website. Let's build a brand that people talk about long after they click away.